How's it going, everybody? Nathaniel from RCInsight here. It has been a while, but I am back with another video. Summer's come to an end. I was super busy, but now I've got some more free time again. And what better way to come back than to look at this new Perplexus that has been revealed, the Perplexus Portal. Now, the images for this Perplexus puzzle came out probably earlier on in the summer, around June, I think, and I've been meaning to make a video on it, but I just haven't had the time. It does appear to be already available to purchase in Europe, but the North America date is still unclear. It seems like it might be in October, November, December, in around somewhere in there. I don't know exactly when to expect it to become available, but I'm keeping an eye out for it. It will be out before the end of the year. I'm also thinking I might contact Spin Master and see if I could get my hands on it early. Now, with that said, several of you actually had reached out to me and said, why don't you do a Lego style video where you just give your first thoughts on it, even though you don't have it yet? And I really like that idea. So here is just your look at the Perplexus Portal. It has 150 obstacles, so that would make it the largest Perplexus excluding the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, which technically has 225 obstacles, but I don't really count that because it's a weird maze. It's definitely not got the most track of any Perplexus, that's for sure. So how this will compare in size to the Epic and the Death Star, I'm not quite sure yet. Can't be 100% sure till I have my hands on it, but I expect it to be in that size and hopefully around that difficulty level. Now we've got a bunch of different pictures here. This is the box. There you can see someone holding it. It does look to be quite big, again, like around that Perplexus Epic size. And so overall, that leaves me really, really excited for this Perplexus. It seems like a return to the classic style Perplexus, which I think has been badly needed. Now, there is a gimmick here, which we're going to talk about, but honestly, like, I would be okay with just another original style Perplexus that doesn't even involve a gimmick or any special, yes, it's cool having those things like the twist, the warp. It's cool to have those unique mechanics and play features, but hey, there is nothing wrong with a classic style Perplexus challenge that doesn't have any of that special stuff. It's just a big maze. I mean, it's been probably 10 years at this point, I think, since the last Perplexus we got that was really quite like this. And so certainly 7 years since the Death Star, I think. And so it's a long time overdue, in my opinion, and I really hope that this product sells well so that Spin Master is encouraged to do more Perplexus puzzles like this. I was a little worried that we might never see a classic style Perplexus like this again, and so I'm a little less worried now, but I'm hoping that this will become a bigger trend. Now, on to the overall maze. What are my thoughts? Off the top of my head, love the color scheme. Red's my favorite color. Some of you probably know that. So this color scheme is gorgeous. The red, the yellow, and the gray look really good. There's some white mixed in there as well. Just the overall look of this, I love it. The red in particular, it's just fantastic. In terms of layout, it seems like we've got 3 sections: a start, a level 2, and a level 3. So I think that's similar to the original in that you've got 3 different places. And in my opinion, like the level 2, level 3, that's always been checkpoints. Some people see it differently. Some people see it as different places to start the maze from. But from what I can tell, this is in fact one continuous maze. And the level 2 and level 3 do in fact just kind of act like checkpoints, giving you a place to start, midway through, so that you're not always starting from the start, which is a very good thing, because with an 150 obstacle course, I think that would be absolutely ridiculous. So I'm really glad that they've done that here. 3 checkpoints seems pretty fair, should be a challenge. As for the gimmick, you've got these 3 little portal things that you can push. And my understanding is, you push and that moves the yellow parts of the maze here. And it opens up gates, closes off pathways, switches stuff. So it's not like a super over-the-top mechanic, but by pushing it in, you can see the 136 on the track there will slide over to where that gray arrow is. so that you can actually come across the track to 137 down in the bottom right corner of the screen. Whereas if you don't push in the button, then obviously you'll just fly off the track. And so I've heard, I think in the video that they did explaining the maze, it interacts with the course somewhere around like 20 or 30 different times. So you've got a good number of sections where you do have to use the portal buttons to just adjust the layout of the track so that you can continue forward. So it's not a super crazy feature to that end. I think it'll be interesting. We'll see how it feels in execution. I honestly think I would have just preferred just a straightforward Perplexus maze because, again, this gimmick, for lack of a better word, just doesn't seem all that impactful, but maybe they will integrate it in some really unique ways. And when I get my hands on it, I'll come to a different conclusion and say, no, I think that was a great usage. It allowed them to do some stuff with the track that they could not have otherwise done. So yeah, who knows? Maybe that will be my opinion in the end. We'll have to wait and see, but certainly a classic Perplexus with a little play feature gimmick that is not too over the top. It's not like Twist where the whole maze kind of twists or matches up in different areas. It's not like the Revolution Runner, but there's still something going on here. Lastly, just wanted to maybe say in terms of obstacles, there's nothing that really stands out to me just from the pictures that I can see where I go, oh, that looks like some crazy obstacle. The tubes look interesting. This tube in particular here, it looks like you can fall out of. There's a hole. That kind of stood out to me. But otherwise, from just kind of going over this image, there's some parts of the track that intrigue me, like this little part here, the 55 and then the 150. It seems a little interesting. That 42 yellow section, some of the yellow parts definitely seem a little more intriguing, but otherwise there's no obstacles that really stand out to me at this point, just because it's kind of hard to see everything that's going on here. It looks like a pretty classic array of course obstacles, which again makes me very excited. So yeah, that's a little bit of a longer video for kind of a first thoughts on this Perplexus reveal, but I wanted to get this out to you guys. Some of you have asked it. It's a video that I have wanted to do. So that is what I'm thinking about the Perplexus Portal so far, but obviously as soon as I get my hands on it, I will talk about it much more in depth. I cannot wait for that. I am hoping now that I'm heading into school term and I'm going to be less busy. Crazy, I know that work is actually busier than school. I'm trying to put together a little bit of a video schedule that includes 3 uploads a week. No promises on that yet, but I'm starting to iron it out for the first time, having a real schedule and set videos in place, which makes me quite excited. So there's definitely a chance that you could see, certainly at least weekly, more consistent uploads weekly going forward. But that could be another week or two before that fully pans out. So in the meantime, this is the video that you guys get. And thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, click the like button down below for more Perplexus content like this, reviews and stuff coming soon. Subscribe for more content like this as well. I got tons of Perplexus stuff on my channel. If you are not already subscribed, this is the place to be for Perplexus content on YouTube. So again, check that out. Subscribe if you're interested. And yeah, well, that said, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.